what you have been waiting for, our GMA cover story, the UCLA gymnast whose floor routine scored a perfect 10 with judges and the internet, bringing joy to everyone who watched. Please welcome Katelyn Ohashi and her legendary coach, Valorie. Kondos, Phil, the foul. Thank you both. Aren't you good? Your feet don't even reach the ground. Aren't you just so the joy. Were you having as much fun as we were watching you?
Oh my gosh. Every time I get out on the floor, that's always been my favorite part of gymnastics. And being there with my team and my coach and being able to see them dancing with me, and it just feels like home. Yeah.
What is it like for you, Miss Val? I mean, you are a legendary coach. You're a warrior, a fellow thriver as you are, working with a talent like Katelyn.
Absolutely blessed. And it's been such a thrill to be a part of her journey and to see her come in as a freshman and not really have a direction. And now to see the woman that she's grown into, but still be able to maintain that joy, is such a gift to all of us.
And did you know, like when you, because whenever I'm watching, it's like that first landing. It's like once you stick that first one, you're like, oh, is there like a little relief there?
And when you watch it, as it will be billions of people will, is when you watch the face and all that, and she's having fun, and then as soon as she starts to tumble, you see this go, focus. It's like small but mighty right here.
Is that how it is for you? It's locked in?
Yeah, because I know obviously I'm doing a lot of hard passes. So right before I'm like, okay, like let me have as much fun as I can, and then I know I have to get dialed in before I go. And that first pass was the first time I competed.
And it's ridiculously hard. Like, no, I don't know another female gymnast in the country that does it, in the world that does it.
We had to resubmit it because it wasn't in the code of points. So
you're just breaking records and just doing your own thing. Tell us about. I mean, we've heard your story about the shoulder injuries, the back injuries, and things like that. And you said it was even more than that. At one point, you felt broken and you wanted to walk away.
Yeah, so when I was 12 years old, I was on the national team, and I was there for 4 years, and you know, it wasn't the same as it was when I was a little kid and you couldn't get me out of the gym. And so when I was told, right after my first and last senior debut elite competition at American Cup, I was told that I might not ever do gymnastics again.
Really?
And so it was almost like this weight was lifted off of me. But then at the same time, I realized that that's the only thing I knew how to do. And so it was like, it was taken away from me at the same time.
And you have talked about, and I can't wait, I'm going to have you read one of your poems. She's a poet. She is a poet, and she knows it. She's a poet. I mean, she does so many things. But and you have got, as great as it is, as the internet is, and social media, and a lot of the praise that you received, you also had people that were body shaming you. And you said this is something that you've dealt with since a young age.
Yeah, probably since I was 14, you know, in the gym, outside of the gym, on the internet. So it's something that you could never really escape. And as a 14-year-old, it's kind of hard to cope with because you're still developing as a person, and so everything really impacts you.
It had to be something for you, Miss Val. Here you have this phenomenal athlete. She comes to you, and the joy has left her. And you have, what's the book that you wrote? You wrote a...
Oh, thank you. It's called Life is Short, Don't Wait to Dance.
Don't wait to dance. That's right. That's true. And you make a point of, as a phenomenal coach as you are, that off the mat, you do not talk about gymnastics.
No. In fact, her freshman year, this is one of my all-time favorite stories.
Okay.
Her freshman year, she comes to us, and halfway through our competition season, she says, I just don't want to be great again.
I don't want to be great again.
Nope. And when we delved into it, she just said, when I was great, there was nothing joyful about it. I wasn't happy. So why would I want to go back there? So at that point, I knew I had to earn her trust. And I've always believed that you coach the person before the athlete, and I feel just like parenting, athletes have to have safe spaces. And so I don't talk to them about gymnastics outside of the gym. They have to know that I care about them first as a person.
And so many athletes, thank you for that, Michelle. So many athletes, a true student athlete, you are a well-rounded person, you're a poet, you're able to express yourself. Can you read an excerpt from one of your poems? And what is it entitled?
So this is called Self-Hatred Goodbyes. I've been consumed with the thought that bigger is synonymous to less than, that only those people with the right perfect bodies have the right to stand. But here today, I stand with a love that penetrates deeper than any wedding band. Because I am my own size, and no words or judgmental stares will make me compromise. For the bittersweet satisfaction that lays within my eyes and my thighs, I finally got my cake and ate it too, for my old self cries. And today, my self-hatred says its goodbyes.
You once again stuck the landing. You stuck the landing with that as well. Thank you. I'm so glad that you got your joy back and that you're sharing it with others. And Miss Val, bless your heart for what you do with these young, phenomenal student athletes. What is your last move? What is the last move that you do? That last thing that you, what do you always end with? You always,
Oh my God, I kicked her at the same time.
She kicked her coach at the same time.
It's payback.
All right, thank you, Katelyn. Thank you so much.